Have you ever felt lost, feeling like something is missing in your life? Like no matter how much you chase success or happiness, you're still left with a sense of emptiness? If so, you're not alone. Many of us are searching for peace, purpose, and true fulfillment, but often we don't know where to look. But what if I told you there is a timeless path, a guide to living a life of wisdom, peace, and true happiness? The Noble Eightfold Path, taught by the Buddha over 2,500 years ago, offers just that. It's not just an ancient philosophy, but a practical guide for how to live a better life right now. A way to free yourself from suffering and find lasting joy. But how does it work? How can we apply these teachings in our busy, modern lives? In this video, we'll explore the Noble Eightfold Path and uncover how its principles can lead to a deeper sense of inner peace, wisdom, and purpose, helping you transform your life one step at a time. Let's walk the path together. 1. Right view, Samma Ditthi. In Buddhism, the first step on the Noble Eightfold Path is the right view, Samma Ditthi, which means understanding life as it truly is. This is the foundation for all other practices and leads to wisdom, peace, and freedom from suffering. To have the right view, we need to see beyond our ordinary perceptions. We often view life through a lens shaped by desires, fears, and misconceptions. For example, imagine you are walking through a forest at night. You see a shape in the distance and think it's a dangerous animal, but when you get closer, you realize it's just a tree stump. The fear you felt was based on a mistaken belief. In the same way, our misunderstandings about life, such as thinking that happiness comes only from wealth or success, can cause unnecessary stress and suffering. Buddhism teaches that everything in life is impermanent, anicca, interconnected, paticca-samuppada, and unsatisfactory, dukkha. When we understand these truths, we can let go of our attachments and stop expecting life to always go the way we want. For instance, if we understand that pain and loss are a natural part of life, we stop resisting them so much. Instead of holding on to what is fleeting, we learn to appreciate the present moment and find peace in acceptance. The right view helps us understand that suffering is often caused by our own expectations and attachments. When we see things clearly, we can let go of what no longer serves us and cultivate a deep sense of peace. True happiness comes not from trying to control everything, but from seeing life as it is and embracing it fully with wisdom and compassion. 2. Right thought, Samma Sankappa. Second principle of the Noble Eightfold Path is right thought, or Samma Sankappa. It teaches us to cultivate positive intentions, focusing on kindness, compassion, and non-violence. Our thoughts shape our actions, and by nurturing good thoughts, we create a path of peace and happiness. The Buddha said, "What we think, we become." Our minds are powerful. If we are always consumed by negative thoughts, fear, hatred, or jealousy, we begin to live in a world of struggle and conflict. These thoughts fuel our suffering. However, when we shift our thinking to kindness, generosity, and understanding, we begin to experience the world in a different way. In Buddhism, we believe that when our intentions are pure, the world around us begins to reflect that. If we think with love, understanding, and patience, we start to see more love, understanding, and patience in the world. Right thought doesn't just mean thinking kind things. It means living in a way that supports the well-being of others, with a heart full of goodwill, and a desire to alleviate suffering. One story that comes to mind is about a woman named Maya. Maya had spent much of her life focused on her own struggles and frustrations. She was quick to judge others and slow to forgive. But after learning about the teachings of Buddhism, particularly the practice of right thought, she decided to change. She began to replace her harsh thoughts with thoughts of compassion. Instead of blaming others for her problems, she started thinking of ways she could help them. Slowly, her relationships improved, and she found herself surrounded by kindness. Maya discovered something profound. The more she focused on helping others, the more she felt a deep sense of joy and peace within herself. When your heart is set on helping others, you'll find your own path to joy. By transforming her intentions, Maya transformed her life. Let your thoughts be filled with kindness and compassion. In doing so, you not only bring peace to others, but also find peace within yourself. 3. Right speech, Samma Vaca. In our daily lives, the words we speak have a profound impact on the world around us. Buddha, in his teachings, reminds us of the importance of right speech, Samma Vaca, as part of the Noble Eightfold Path. He said, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." This simple truth teaches us that our words can either create conflict or foster harmony, depending on how we use them. When we speak negatively, through gossip, harsh words, or lies, we spread suffering. Gossip, for example, may seem harmless, but it can tear apart friendships, create division, and hurt those involved. Harsh words, even when said in anger, can leave lasting scars on others' hearts, pushing people away rather than bringing them together. And when we speak untruths, we lose trust and cause confusion, deepening misunderstanding and conflict. On the other hand, right speech encourages us to use our words wisely. The Buddha encouraged us to speak with awareness. Let your speech be like a lotus in a pond, pure and untouched by the mud of gossip and negativity. This means we should take time to reflect before we speak, ensuring that our words are rooted in compassion and wisdom. Speaking with kindness, truth, and compassion can heal wounds and bring people closer. A simple thank you can brighten someone's day. A thoughtful compliment can lift someone's spirit. Imagine comforting a friend with encouraging words when they feel down. Your kindness can remind them they are not alone. By speaking the truth with love, we build trust and create a sense of peace within ourselves and others. Buddha taught that our words shape our reality. When we speak with mindfulness and compassion, we create a peaceful world. Remember that every word you speak has the potential to either hurt or heal. By choosing to speak with kindness, honesty, and care, we can transform our lives and the lives of those around us. Let our words be a source of peace, understanding, and love. 4. Right action, Samma Kammanta. In life, our actions shape our world. The Buddha taught us that to live in harmony with ourselves and others, we must follow the path of right action, Samma Kammanta, the fourth principle of the Noble Eightfold Path. This means acting in ways that are kind, honest, and ethical. Every decision we make, every action we take, has the power to build or break the peace within us and around us. The Buddha reminds us, may all beings be happy, may all beings be without disease. May all beings experience the sensation of auspiciousness. May nobody suffer in any way. These words teach us that our actions should never harm others. Right action calls us to avoid violence, lying, stealing, and harming others in any form. Instead, we are encouraged to act with compassion, generosity, and mindfulness. Think about your daily actions. Do they align with kindness, honesty, and respect? When you help someone, do you do so selflessly, or do you act out of expectation? When you make decisions, do you consider how they affect others? Every moment is an opportunity to choose actions that contribute to your growth and well-being. By practicing right action, we let go of harmful habits and create space for positivity and peace. As we live with integrity, we build trust and respect in our relationships and grow in wisdom. Each right action you take brings you closer to your true self. Reflect on your own actions today. Are they helping you grow or holding you back? Choose wisely, live mindfully, and walk the path of peace. 5. Right Livelihood, Samma Ajiva. In Buddhist teachings, the fifth principle of the Noble Eightfold Path is right livelihood. It encourages us to make a living in a way that does not cause harm to ourselves, others, or the world. When we practice right livelihood, we choose work that is ethical, honest, and compassionate. It is not just about earning money, it is about contributing positively to the world around us. Buddha once said, "If you knew what I know about the power of giving, you would not let a single meal pass without sharing it in some way." This highlights the importance of sharing not only material things, but also the way we live. Right livelihood is about contributing to the well-being of others and the world, creating a life that benefits all beings. For example, working in a business that promotes environmental sustainability or teaching others valuable skills contributes to the good of society. On the other hand, jobs that cause harm, such as those that exploit people, animals, or the earth, move us further away from peace and compassion. As we reflect on this, think about how your passions and values can guide your career choices. Perhaps you love helping others. Becoming a nurse or a teacher might be your calling. Maybe you feel deeply for the planet. Working in green energy or sustainable farming could align with your values. Whatever your passions may be, right livelihood teaches us that when we follow a path of kindness and honesty in our work, we not only create a better life for ourselves, but also for the world around us. So take a moment to consider, how can your career reflect your deepest values? How can you live in a way that benefits both yourself and others? This is the true meaning of right livelihood, a path to a meaningful, peaceful life. 6. Right effort, Samma Vayama. The right effort is one of the core principles in Buddhist teachings, and it teaches us to cultivate positive qualities in our lives through dedicated, mindful effort. It is about making a conscious effort to overcome unwholesome states of mind and to nurture good qualities like kindness, patience, and wisdom. Right effort involves 4 key aspects. Preventing negative states. This means making efforts to avoid unhealthy thoughts, feelings, and actions before they arise. For example, if you know that getting angry easily in stressful situations causes harm to others, you can work to stay calm and peaceful by practicing mindfulness and self-awareness. Overcoming negative states. When negative thoughts or emotions do arise, right effort encourages us to recognize them and work to let go of them. If you feel jealous or angry, instead of letting these feelings control you, you make an effort to release them by focusing on compassion and understanding. Cultivating positive states. It's not just about removing the negative, but also about actively developing good qualities. For example, you might make an effort to practice generosity by helping others, or you might work to increase your patience in challenging situations. Maintaining positive states. Once positive qualities like kindness, mindfulness, or love are developed, it's important to keep nurturing them so they grow stronger. You might practice gratitude daily, ensuring that your heart stays open and free from negativity. An example of right effort in everyday life could be someone who is working on overcoming fear. Whenever they feel anxious about something, they take a deep breath, calmly face the situation, and gradually build courage through small, steady steps. As the Buddha taught, with effort, with mindfulness, with concentration, and with wisdom, one will overcome all obstacles. This shows us that sustained effort leads to growth. Think of it like planting a seed. It needs consistent watering and care to grow into a strong tree. Over time, small efforts add up to big changes. 7. Right Mindfulness, Samma Sati. Right mindfulness is the 7th principle of the Noble Eightfold Path, and it teaches us the importance of being fully present and aware in each moment. Mindfulness is about paying attention to what is happening right now, without judgment or distraction. In a world filled with constant noise and busyness, practicing mindfulness helps us find peace and clarity. The Buddha once said, "Be mindful, be aware, be present in all things you do, for the present moment is the only time you truly have." This quote reminds us that we cannot change the past or control the future, but we can choose to live fully in the present. To practice mindfulness, we begin by focusing on our breath. Take a few moments each day to sit quietly and pay attention to the sensation of your breath, coming in and going out. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring your focus back to your breath. This simple practice helps calm the mind and bring you into the present moment. Another way to practice mindfulness is through mindful walking. As you walk, notice each step you take. Feel the ground beneath your feet, the movement of your body, and the sights around you. This practice helps you become aware of the present and let go of distractions. Mindfulness can also be practiced in daily activities like eating, washing dishes, or even talking to someone. Instead of rushing or thinking about other things, fully engage in the task at hand. By doing so, you can experience a deeper sense of peace and connection with the world around you. In each moment, we can choose to be mindful. When we do, we open ourselves to greater happiness, clarity, and wisdom. 8. Right concentration, Samma Samadhi. Right concentration, Samma Samadhi, is the 8th principle of the Noble Eightfold Path and holds a key to achieving clarity, peace, and self-awareness. In simple terms, right concentration means training the mind to focus deeply and with intention, especially through meditation. It is the ability to quiet the distractions of the world and our own thoughts, allowing us to see things as they truly are. Buddha once said, "With our thoughts we make the world." This teaching reminds us that our minds shape our experience. If our mind is scattered and filled with distractions, our life feels chaotic and unsettled. But when we practice deep concentration, we begin to see the world more clearly, without the clouding effect of our desires, fears, or distractions. Imagine the mind is like a muddy pond. When the water is disturbed, it's hard to see anything clearly. But if you allow the water to settle, everything beneath the surface becomes visible. In the same way, when we focus our mind through meditation, we allow our thoughts to settle and gain clarity. The longer we practice, the clearer our understanding of ourselves and the world around us becomes. Meditation is the path to this deep concentration. By sitting in stillness and focusing on something simple, like the breath, a sound, or a sensation, we begin to train the mind to stay present. At first, our thoughts may wander, but with patience and practice, we can bring our attention back to the object of our meditation. Over time, we learn to direct our minds with strength and clarity, and distractions become less powerful. Right concentration brings many benefits. It leads to peace because the mind is no longer pulled in many directions. It helps us become aware of our true nature, free from the noise and confusion of the world. With deep concentration, we can make wise choices, free from the grip of impulse or habit. Buddha encouraged us to practice this path daily. He taught that through concentration, we can end suffering. As we strengthen our ability to focus, we cultivate wisdom, kindness, and compassion. In this way, right concentration is not just a practice for peace, it's a path to freedom. So, take a moment each day to sit quietly, focus your mind, and let the world around you fall away. With practice, you will find clarity, peace, and a deeper connection to your true self. Thank you for walking this path with me today. Remember, the Noble Eightfold Path is not just a teaching, it's a journey we can all take, step by step. Whether you're seeking peace, purpose, or fulfillment, know that these timeless teachings can guide you toward a life of wisdom and inner calm. Take a moment today to reflect on your own path. What can you do right now to live with more mindfulness, kindness, and compassion? If you're ready to continue this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Until next time, may you walk the path of wisdom, and may you always find peace within.